Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope everyone is fine and healthy. So I have come up with another interesting topic, a very interesting topic for the beginners, especially. So if you are new to the trading, this video is for you. And I'm sure once you are through with this entire presentation, you will be able to trade the MTOP patterns very effectively and very comfortably. So watch the video till end. I'm sure that you're gonna get a lot of information from this video. So let's begin. Okay. So this is the slide that I use in almost all my presentations. Many times, my viewers ask me that why do I use the same, slide in each of the videos? So my answer is that these are some of the very important tools. These are the building blocks behind my trading strategies. So I use them and I share with them with my viewers. So these are the price action. I do not trade anything else except the price. So the viewers of this channels know it very well. And the candlestick analysis, we talk about it a lot. Trend analysis, support and resistance, multiple time frame alignment, volume analysis, and the broader market trend. So these are some of the very important technical strategies that I use. These are my checklist, and without these key points, I just do not trade. So I'm sure that as you spend more and more time with my videos, you'll be able to understand that why they are important and why do I use them. Let's just move ahead. So I call this screen as maze of confusion, because this is what mostly people do, especially the beginners who have just started out. So what they do is that they'll use a lot of indicators without even knowing that which indicator gives what information, and they just plot a lot of them, and that creates a confusion because they don't know right, that what kind of information and when to use it actually. In my opinion, these indicators are of no use. They won't give you any special edge in your trading. So it would be better if you try to learn the price patterns, the price information, because that is the first hand information that you will receive in your terminal. And if you will able to understand the movement of the price, the candlestick patterns, trust me that you will not be needing these indicators which are doing nothing but just following the price. Okay, so what is an MTOP pattern? So MTOP pattern are also known as a double top pattern, right? So it would be something like this and this. So an MTOP pattern can form in multiple ways with different flavors. So for example, an MTOP pattern can form like this, like this, and even with sharp edges like this. So the point is that it should somewhat resemble like the English letter M, right? The point here is that they should have these double top. So these double top can be a round in shape or with sharp edges. That doesn't matter. The important point is that you should understand that what this pattern is all about, what message or information this pattern conveys. So this pattern is formed with two consecutive tops, as we have just seen. The second top can be below the first top, or a failure bar that moved above the first top but closed at its low. So we are going to see some of the examples with different flavors, but do not worry about this definition if it confuses you, right? So it simply means that the second top can be below the first top. So like we have here this example, right? The failure bar simply means that, let's say you have this first top, and you have the second top forming, which in which the bar has taken out the high of the first top. However, it moved above, but then the selling pressure increased, and this bar closed at its low, making it a breakout failure bar. So I'm sorry for my writing. So and then we had the next leg, which is to the downside. So this is also an M-top pattern, a flavor of it. M-top is a bearish pattern that resembles the English letter M. There's nothing much to describe about this. Often the first top is formed after an extended rally. Now this is a very important point, and I will describe it in the next slide. This pattern suggests that bearish reversal is nearby. So as I have mentioned, that M-top is a bearish pattern, and when it forms, it suggests that a down move is nearby, and prices can shoot to the downside anytime. So unlike the first leg, the last leg is a downside move. So this pattern is a combination of two legs. So in the first leg, you have the upside movement, then you have a pullback, and then you have a downside movement, right? So this is the combination of two legs. Very important point to be noted. Just give me a second here. Okay. So excuse me, I'm just struggling a little bit here with the slides. Okay, so guidelines to identify the high probability M-top pattern. Now, although the M-top pattern is well described in most of the technical analysis books, but the point that I have shared in this slide specifically, you won't gonna get this information. This comes with the experience, and as you trade every day, every month, every year, and you do it for a longer period of time, right? Then you will get these these are the golden nuggets that I have got after many years of trading. So the first point says that the first leg of this pattern should ideally be a strong rally to the upside or a gap up. Now if I would just draw it for you, this simply means that the first leg should be a strong move, a straight move to the upside, right? So in form of bar, this could be something like this. I hope that you can adjust with my drawing. So a straight move or a momentum move to the upside simply means where the opens and the closes of the bar, the close of this bar is near to the open of this second bar is near to the close of the first bar, and likewise it will move in the upside direction. So which means that there are no bar which is retracing the previous bar more than the upper 1/3, and they just keep on moving it, right? So the first leg of this pattern should ideally be a strong rally. So this is the strong rally, or we have a kind of base going on, a consolidation going on, and then you have a strong gap up opening. So this could also be considered, and while the M-top pattern forms, and we're gonna see the very similar examples of this in the next slide, so just do not worry about it. The second point says the rally should be followed by a shallow pullback, right? So this is very important, that after you have this strong move to the upside, the pullback should be very shallow, right? This pullback. Now, what do you mean by a shallow pullback? So shallow pullback means that there should be very fewer bars, which will move down after this rally, and then they will again move to the upside. Now, why it is important to have a shallow pullback? Shallow pullback is very important because when prices will pull back and when they will again move back up, they will stay near this top where the sellers are, right? In the other words, if this pullback is more deeper and it will come down here, the impact of sellers sitting at this top will just go away. Because when prices move down this far or retraces so much of this straight move to the upside, right, the buyers will again come back around these support areas and they will pushes the prices to the higher side, which will completely negates the impact of this pattern. So after a straight move, we should have a shallow pullback, because when prices will move back up, we will have sellers sitting here, which will move the prices to the downside. So this is the importance of the shallow pullback. The third point says the second top could either be above or below the first top. So in the first example, in the first slide, we have seen some of the examples that the second top could either be the lower of the first top, or it could be the higher of the first top, right? A failure pattern taking the high of the first top and then closed at its low is a better and more preferable. Now, what do you mean by that? It simply means that, let's say we have the straight move or a gap up to the upside, then we have the shallow pullback, and while prices were moving up, we have a bar which moves to the upside. However, it just closes at its low because selling gets increased here, right? So what has actually happened is that when this bar has taken out the high of this bar, right, there will be buyers who will jump on to this trade because they know, or they are seeing that this high has been taken out and prices are just moving up. So there would be a fear of missing out, and probably the new beginners would often do it that they don't want to miss any kind of rally. They would probably jump onto this trade, and as soon as they will jump on, the seller will increase the selling here, and this bar will come down and close at its low, making it a breakout failure bar, right? And then we will see the follow through of this breakout failure bar, forming it a M-top pattern. So I hope you got the message here. In case if you are still not completely understood the concept of how this M-top pattern forms, you can anytime ask it in the comment box, and I would love to answer it. So let's just move on to the other side. Okay, so we have our first example here. Okay, so what I want you to is pay very close attention to these examples, and you can come back to this video. If you don't understand it, you can come back to it as many times as you want. Try to watch it, try to consume this information as much as you can, and if you have any doubt, please ask them right in the comment box, and I will sooner or later definitely answer it. So what do we have? So as we described it in the previous slides, we have this first straight move to the downside, right? Then we have this is called the shallow pullback, right? Because it is not a deeper one, it is just a shallow pullback. We have our sellers sitting here. How do I know that sellers are sitting here? Because see, we have the gap down happening here, right? So this gap down has taken out the support which was created by buyers around these areas. So this gap down has cleared all this support. It moved down. That shows that there are sellers, and when prices will move back up and come back to this areas, sellers will again act, right? And they will act very strongly here. So we have this straight move to the upside, then we have a shallow pullback, and then the buyers have again tried to pushes the price to the upside, but selling gets increased as soon as it will reach to this previous resistance area, and then we have moved to the downside, right? Now this is the example of the M top where the second top is below the first top. I hope you can see it very clearly here. Okay. Another very good example. Now we have a gap up opening here, right? So what we can see in this chart is that prices were, moving up, and then we have a gap up, right? And then again, prices shoot up to the upside, straight move, right? Now we have a very shallow pullback here, and then we have the bar which has taken out the high of the first top. Now just think of it. This bar, when it was forming, it was a complete green bar at its high, right? It was a complete green bar here when it was high. But then as soon as it reaches to this selling area, right, the sellers stepped in and they moved the prices to its low, and this bar has eventually become a topping tail bar, right? So what it did was that it took out the high of the first top, but it moved down, right? It become a topping tail and a breakout failure bar, which I called as a BOF. And then we have the inside bar, and then we have again a bar which is inside of it, and then we have a very strong igniting selling bar, a red bar, which has moved below this support, and then we have prices moving down. Very good example of a M top here. Okay, so I hope you are getting the point here. Very strong move. Then we have pullback. Again, buyers try to move the prices up, and then we have move to the downside. So that shows that sellers have increased the selling pressure around these areas. Now if you will try to analyze the complete chart, we have a gap down opening here, right? So that shows that somewhere prices were in the downtrend, then they stabilized around these areas, and we have a gap up opening. It shoots up to the upside. However, as soon as it reaches to this resistance area to the left, right, this area around here, the selling increased, pullback, buyers again tried their luck, but finally prices have moved down. So always keep this point in mind that whenever there is a gap down or there is a gap in between the prices, so when prices will come back to these gap areas, right, the sellers or the buyers, based on what type of a gap it is, will definitely act, and they will act very strongly. Now just for your information, like this M top, I have created a video on a continuation pattern called bullish 123 pattern. So if you have not seen that video, I will give the link in this video. Probably you will find it above in the I button. Please go ahead and watch that video. That video is very informative and you will definitely like it. So just clean this up quickly. Okay. Another very strong example, very strong downside gap down. Then we have, prices try to move back up, sellers increased. They have created a point of reference here. And then when prices, move back up and reach to this area, they have actually retested these highs, this resistance area. Now, after such a move down and then a complete 100% retracement of this down move, the obvious expectation is that prices will probably consolidate for some time, but should go up above, right? Because it has completely retraced this downside move, which in other words have just negated the impact of this downside selling. Excuse me with this. Yeah. So prices have retraced completely, and then we have the shallow pullback. Prices move back up again. This is the third retest of this high, and then we have moved to the downside. So I hope you are getting the messages here. Okay, very clear MTOP pattern. There is nothing much to explain here. A very strong gap up, right? Shallow pullback. Then we have the second top, which has kind of came nearby to this, but hasn't taken out the high of the first top. And but this is a breakout failure bar. So I just want you to just see it clearly, right? So this bar, we have this high bar. This bar, when it opened here, and when it was forming, it was a green bar which has taken out the high of this bar, but then eventually selling increased, and we have prices just shoot up to the downside. Now this pattern has worked very well around this. Now I'm not sure that what information or what was that day when this has happened, but if you can see, this MTOP has formed nearby this resistance to the left. So probably that would be the impact that has created prices to fall this much sharply and so rapidly here. Again, gap up opening, shallow pullback, and then this has not taken out the high of even this bar, but then selling increased here. So always remember that when you have the MTOP pattern and if the second top is below the first top, the downside move will come even more rapidly, right? So that happens. Okay. So this is the recent example of Nifty. So so what the prices have done, just try to analyze the chart. We have this downside move, right? And then prices were trying to stabilize and create support, right? And to some extent, they were successful in creating a support because we have a very sharp move to the upside. However, as soon as they reach to these areas from where the selling got increased, we saw a pullback. So just keep this in your mind that whenever you see such a sharp move and then a shallow pullback and then prices again move back up, just do not go long as soon as the high of the first top gets breached, because this could eventually form the MTOP as we can see it here. Another two most important point is that the MTOP pattern can form in the uptrend as well as in the downtrend both. So let's say we have an uptrend where prices are just moving and then you see a gap up, right? Then a shallow pullback and the MTOP pattern at the top. This could happen. Other scenario is that we have a downtrend, then we saw a small rally, right? And then pullback, then again prices will try to take the high and they will come down. So all those M-top pattern, and this is what I'm telling you from my experience, that the M-top patterns where the second top took out the high of the first top mostly happens in after a downtrend move. So if you have a downtrend and then when prices will rally from here, they will make the first top pull back. They will again make the second top, which would not probably 90-95% of the times would take out the high of the first top, and then prices will move back down. Why this happens? To trap the buyers, because as soon as the buyers and especially the beginners see that the high of this first top has been taken out, they start to believe that the impact of this selling has gone away and probably prices will move back up. But that doesn't happen and they got trapped. Excuse me. Okay, so now very important example, and I want you to take the screenshot of this example when you were watching this video. So what has happened? A rally from the support, gap up, then we have the pullback, prices came near to this minor support area, right? Then a very straight rally to the upside. Most of the time when you have a gap up after already a strong rally, right, this gap up would definitely get sold into, and sellers will step in and they will took the prices to the downside, because all those people or buyers who have entered around these lower levels, right, would definitely jump off from this trade as soon as they will see the first sign of weakness, right? Because just put yourself in this trade. Let's say you have taken the stock here or at this pullback, and when you see this gap up, you are in a very profitable situation, right? So when you see a prices like red bars like this or a failure patterns like this, you will definitely jump off from this trade, which would further fuel the selling, right? So there are natural sellers which are up there at these highs, and then we have the buyers who turned into a seller because they are already in a very profitable position, and they will fuel this selling, which will move the prices to just shoot to the downside. Okay, so another example, see, we have prices which were moving to the downside here, and then we have the gap down, then stabilization, prices shoot up, and as soon as they reach to this resistance area, right, we have this pullback here, and then the next pullback, and then we have a very strong selling bar which took out the lows, and then we have prices move to the downside. And as you can see that after a downtrend, the M-top pattern is, we have this pattern where the second top is below the first top, right? Why? Because prices were somewhat stabilized. Buyers took the position here, they moved the prices to the upside. However, because we were in the downtrend, this move from the buyers have eventually got failed as soon as the prices reach next to this resistance area. Okay. So, again, we are in a downtrend, a strong downside move. And then we have this prices, rally to the upside. Now, this is not a very shallow pullback, I should say, because it has, just moved below the 20 and 60 MA. And then it again moved back up, and then we have the sellers stepped in, right? When you have selling get increased, always try to see left and see if there are any reference point available, if there is a resistance which is impacting your prices to move down. Okay, guys, so this is the end of the presentation here. Hope you have enjoyed it. Hope you will like it. If you have any questions, I would encourage you to please ask it in the comment box, and I would definitely answer them. You can always email it. If there is any point that you are confused about in this pattern or you don't understand it completely, watch the video again and again, right? And you will definitely, going to get the message that I want to convey here. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe the channel. Please support this channel. And I would see you soon in the next concept video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.